Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. I am Dina, and this is Discussions with Dina. I want to invite you to join in the discussion by subscribing and leaving me a comment. And as always, I invite you to send me a friend request on Facebook at Discussions with Dina and tweet with me on Twitter at Dina Discussions. I also want to inform you that I will be doing a new commentary each and every Wednesday. So subscribe and join in the discussion. Many people seem to think that when we speak of war, it is just a mere physical battle that is fought with guns, knives, tanks, etc. Military style. But it is not. We have been in a war and are a part of war since we were stolen and brought to this country. Since our ancestors first stepped foot on these shores, we have been at war. If you think that it is a war of flesh and blood alone, I want to enlighten you about the real battle. Recently, at this award show called Oscars, there were black men that were parading around in long full dresses. That is representative of this war that we are in. Each time we watch TV shows, news broadcasts, and other forms of media, we can see clearly that they give us characters that tend to depict us as homosexuals, all kind of thugs, and being very promiscuous. That is also warfare. And now we are constantly being seen with non-black mates. Our black athletes, celebrities, and so-called black leaders choose non-black mates. And it is now acceptable after hundreds of years of not being able to marry and be with non-white, non-black people. It has become acceptable. The black family is now depicted by people who have little or no melanin. This, my dear, is warfare. When we can identify each group's own specific side of town in any city that we go to. For instance, places like Chinatown, we can all find the white neighborhood in almost any city that you enter. The Hispanic side of town, all by their businesses and culture being advertised in this particular area where they all are. But as soon as it comes to our black side of town, we see Chinese places. We see Arab or Indian-owned businesses. We are not represented in these businesses in our own black neighborhoods. But now black-owned beauty stores and restaurants are represented by groups that are not black. When you see this, I want you to know that this is also warfare. When you send your children to a school that teaches and promotes white American history, yet does not give them a full nor complete and clear understanding of their own personal history and that of their people, but indoctrinates them into accepting a system that is set up by and glorifies white supremacy, and they come out docile without a desire at all to change or destroy that system, but to only seek acceptance into that system, that is warfare. Whenever you can find our black men on social media insulting and disrespecting their own women and or their own children, even going so far as to talk about departing from their much needed roles as fathers, leaders, protectors, and providers of the black family and the black community, that is warfare. If you have decided or accepted, if you have become comfortable working for others in order to provide what you and your family needs for your daily bread, and if you find it satisfactory to disconnect from your own people, that it is that you're being successful because you choose not to be with or around them, this is warfare. And if you are okay thinking what is good for America is also good for your family personally, but holding none of the political leaders responsible or demanding that they speak to our own concerns if they want our support. And furthermore, if you choose not to employ your own or engage in not supporting black business, not being a part of or assisting in the building, the manufacturing of your own home, if you don't assist in producing food, retail stores, educational institutions, banks, doctor offices, and any and everything you or your family needs to survive, this is warfare. Warfare is done in many ways and on several different levels and platforms. The most difficult war and strategic battle ever to fight against is the battle for the hearts and minds of the people. The mental war on black people has been very effective and has been proven to be detrimental to our own existence. In order to win the war physically, we must begin to break the mental chains that enslave all of us. And the best way to begin to loosen these chains is to accept your own. That's right. Merely accepting your own self, and your own kind. When you do this, it will become natural to love, to support, and value your own. Then you will feel the need to protect, provide, and to build and engage in what is good and beneficial to yourself and your people. Then you can go from there. For that is your foundation. And we can say for certain that no weapon formed against us can prosper. Those mental chains have no choice. They will disappear, for your mind will be free. This is my thought, and I want to know what you think. Subscribe and leave me a comment. And remember to press the bell twice to join me each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. where you get to call or chat with me live. Friend or follow me on Facebook at Discussions with Dina or on Twitter at Dina Discussions. I want to thank you for listening, and I will see you next time on Discussions with Dina.